On the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Field Street and are ready for kickoff. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Memphis Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Cullen and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oregon's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won.
And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Memphis.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of that.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? We're going to get a lot of answers today.
This is a 3rd and long. They want to just keep throwing it. Lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. And what a great matchup we have of 2 highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this race. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These 2 running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
Right back to the well. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Memphis wants to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets it out fast. At the 45 on its way. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Now on second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pick up for 5. It'll be third down and 5. Up tempo for the offense. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He will step out of bounds.
Hello? What do you mean? I'm sorry. I didn't hear you say, hang on.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. As a result, the defense gets the INT.
Man, not much wiggle room for a ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Cochran. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
And I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to make magic on the scramble. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right side. Nice move there. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Hello.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied
What
up.
field did you give Asher?
As we take a look at the stats.
I can bring you, and say I can bring you 2 pillows off the bed.
It ought to be a lot of fun.
Couldn't figure out where they were at.
Boys, heavy personnel. Give to the running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
He'll ride his man on the option. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Now the play fake. The throw. Finds his big tight end. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. Looking downfield, it's Cochran. Getting some heat. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going to run it. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
He'll set up to throw. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ducks.
Man, he's he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
While they're trying to attack the middle of the field, that time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going downfield for the big play. It's complete! A huge pickup! And the Tigers want to move quickly.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them, but creating the explosive play.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Off play action. Pressure coming. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my team.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Memphis now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
And really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Starts to scramble to the left. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. On the run, fires downfield. throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Memphis will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes.
Going for it all. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the misfire now on second down. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Cochran. He'll take another shot here. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The RPO, it's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Gonna run it. It sucks. They knock him down right there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Memphis. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing incomplete.
Quarterback now breaking the field. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is ready to give them a first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. And they'll down this one at about the 40. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the pass in Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field.
Afterburner's coming. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. They're trailing by just 4 to Colorado. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive firing. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
Now they moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Dropping back, it's Cochran. Pockets. Oh, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this, if it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Finds his tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Memphis picking up the tempo. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Ball in the air. Intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Gonna run it. It's Suggs. Shakes off the tackle. And runs through another guy. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? Comes out throwing on first down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big...
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds a man in the middle. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. First down. After the break. He's looking to throw it. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Memphis wants to move quickly. He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Probably that's right after this game, Mark. They open it home. They went over.
One of the areas they really focus on first receiver and we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need to be able to step up.
I said,
David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
What did it do?
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Open runway ahead. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Good job in coverage defending their own end zone there, because you're trying to compress these windows and make it tough for the quarterback, and they were able to tip that one up in the air, and obviously it falls incomplete.
He wants it all, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're just about ready to kick it away.
21.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Memphis picking up the tempo. On second down, he'll let it fly. Finds a man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Here comes the hurry up. On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires on the move. Soft spot in the middle. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Release to the back. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Going the other way, and he's got room. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Jumped on top of the pile.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He splits to the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 10 over Colorado. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin. And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
At the 45 on his way. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been